In this video, I'm sharing 7 LinkedIn mistakes you may be making that are costing you your next opportunity. Let's get into it. The first thing, your headline is the default headline, which is your job title and your company name. So why it's a mistake? While LinkedIn auto-generates your headline using your job title and your company name, this doesn't tell people what you actually specialize in. That generic headline is a lot less searchable and doesn't communicate your unique value. So what I want you to do instead is you want to make sure your headline includes keywords for which you want to be found. So instead of saying, let's say like marketing manager at whatever company, try growth focused marketing manager slash B2B digital strategy slash lead generation slash content expert. So this helps recruiters, industry professionals find you more easily because you've added keywords to your headline. Second mistake, you have no profile photo. Why this is a mistake, LinkedIn profiles without a photo are seen as incomplete and untrustworthy. Especially in these days where there are so many scammers out there on LinkedIn, it's worth you adding a picture so people know that you are a real person. Additionally, there are stats from LinkedIn that support this, so I'm not just making this up. Profiles with photos get 21 times more profile views and up to 36 times more messages. So what to do instead? Go ahead and add that photo. Upload a high quality professional looking headshot where your face is clearly visible. Ensure good lighting and a neutral background. You don't need to get a professional headshot, but just make sure you find a plain background in your house. If you have a tripod, use one or get someone to take the picture for you. And don't use a picture from 20 years ago. At least it has to look like you. In case we haven't met, my name is Lissa Appiah. I'm a LinkedIn top voice of 2024. I share videos on Thursdays and I talk about career, leadership, and LinkedIn. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number 3, you're missing or you have a weak about section. So why this is actually a mistake? If you think of your LinkedIn profile like a sales page, your about section is where you're actually making your pitch. If it's vague, or even non-existent, or you just repeat your work history, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to engage with recruiters, hiring managers, or even potential clients. So that weak summary makes it unclear what you do and how you're valuable. What you want to do instead is to craft a compelling summary that answers firstly, who you are, so explain your professional identity, what do you do, your expertise and your strength, why does it matter, so speak about the impact that you've been able to create, so add some accomplishments in there, and then what makes you different, what is your unique value proposition, what helps you stand out from the other marketing managers that may be out there. So people can typically only see like the 3 or 4 first lines of your about section, and then they need to click see more to keep reading. So start off the opening of your about section with a strong opening that speaks directly to the person that you're trying to get their attention. Number 4, in terms of mistakes on LinkedIn, is not adding your location. So this is a mistake because more than 30% of recruiters will use advanced search based on location. So the more details you have, the more likely you are to be found and connected with your next opportunity. So what you want to do instead is to list your location on your profile. If you're concerned about this because you want remote roles, then what I want you to do is instead to use the open to work feature and select remote work. I'm linking a video right above where I share more on how to use and leverage the open to work feature on LinkedIn. Number 5 is you're listing an inaccurate industry. Why it's a mistake? The industry you select affects how LinkedIn suggests jobs, connections, and even content to you. So if it's incorrect, you might miss relevant opportunities. So what to do instead? Choose the most relevant industry to your current role. If you're looking to make a transition, choose the field that relates to the industry or field that you're looking to get into and put that on your profile as your industry. Know that you don't need to do this alone. I help leaders and founders build their personal brands on LinkedIn so that they attract new career or business opportunities, speaking engagements, and media features. And I've linked right above and in the description where you can book a sales call with me to get started with revitalizing and updating your personal brand on LinkedIn. So number 6, leaving out key achievements in your experience and work history. Why it's a mistake. Simply listing your job duties without mentioning achievements makes your profile look like a job description, not an actual story of impact. When recruiters and hiring managers come to your profile, they want to see the actual value that you're able to deliver. They don't just want to know a bunch of responsibilities that you had. So that also means don't copy paste your resume into your LinkedIn profile, as they serve two different purposes. LinkedIn is open to anyone who does a search online, whereas your resume is a targeted document and you're sending it for specific opportunities. So the scope of each one is different. And I do have a video where I talk about the difference between your resume and your LinkedIn profile, and you can check that one out. But what I want you to do instead is provide a short description of the role for every job that you have. And basically from there, you want to include quantifiable achievements. And the STAR method is a great way to be able to do that. So STAR being situation, task, action, and results. So instead of saying something like manage social media accounts, you'll try something like I developed a social media strategy that increased engagement by 40% and generated 12,000 plus followers within 6 months. So this is how you show how you added value. You're not just telling people what you did. Last but not least, number 7, you're not customizing your LinkedIn profile URL. Why this is a mistake? Your default LinkedIn URL includes random numbers and letters, which looks super unprofessional when you're sharing it on your resume, your business cards, or even in your email signature. So what I want you to do instead is customize your URL by going to your profile settings, and this clean branded URL will help you have a more polished look. And this will also help you increase your profile's visibility as well as the credibility, which will lead to more clicks, more search results. If your name is already taken when you're trying to add it to your URL, you can either add your middle initial, you can also add the industry that you're in, or any professional designation that you may have. So I'm going to be back next week, and I'm going to continue with 6 other LinkedIn mistakes that you want to avoid.